So, what's the plan?
And it looks like I'm live. It looks like I'm live. Oh. Of course, it ain't ever that easy.
Last.
Oh shit! Rob Foshelman is Grant and Sal, Grant and Ellie also, and their kid was a dinosaur. What the fuck? They win though because they made a wagon into a raptor pen and they made an electrified fence around it.
Nice.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cool. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
What?
This guy is my brother's age.
Oh, fuck! I just pulled the mic out. Oh, shit.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words.
Your opinion, darling. Keep doing that by accident.
No one's ever told me those words. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words.
Keep doing that by accident.
You're gonna put holes in my sweater. Don't do it, buddy. Don't put holes in my sweater. Don't do it.
Whoa, we've got Invasion of the Cats. Ow, buddy, ow. Let's make it quick. No. There it goes. Gotta do that whole ride all over again. Listen to this trashy music. Of course, it's upstairs. Shall take that. Ooh, it's a good thing I can hack. Tenderfoot. What? Well, what good did that do? What am I missing here? Ah, here we go. Yeah. Got all these armor mods, and I have not even used a single one of them yet. Excuse me. Whoa! Once again, Daniel, not Apex Legends. Stop jumping. Henry. Oh, damn it. Speaking of, what's my weapon situation? Do I need a repair? I think I do. Damn it, I can never remember where is what. Fuck.
Work your jaw. Music to my ears. Music to my ears.
Fast travel to the wrong spot. Thomas, my boy. Lou.
One of us want to go see what happened?
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
Buddy, that was my fault.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
I can't just say all three.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all
Spectrum
that trouble.
potatoes.
One data pad's enough to guide me down my newfound path. Just remember, I got something saved for you if you find me all three.
Hold on, I've got them all for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself.
Yeah.
2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Once
Don't keep me
again.
in suspense. The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen.
This guy is so...
Aside from you, Miss Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit. What's on your mind?
Never mind.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Look at all these bits. Something. should save that.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit.
Woo!
This is all you're doing.
Feisty.
Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Huh. I could say I don't owe you an explanation, but... something tells me I should have saved before I went and did this. Can I still? No, I can't.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill
My
Reed if you
darling,
must.
I have not
Talk
yet
him into
begun to
leaving if
defile
you can.
myself.
He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years.
Oh, Jesus.
Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
And what happens when you run out of corpses? That's the hard question.
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops. Look at that. The snake's come back.
I'm in my prime. Save scum time.
Great work.
That's against regulation.
Wasn't worth it anyway. I shall return. Yeah, I forgot about that. I should probably go and do that. Let's tie off that loose end first, shall we? Miller.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple of bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Take care now. Shock stick. Thanks, buddy. The bits are welcome, though. Look at that. Now, what have you available? That. Nope, nothing. Maybe I will put the extended mag inside the revolver, because he essentially had 2 guns. So I don't see why he can't just write that off. That's how we'll justify it.
You think corporate's ever gonna get it?
To quote Doc Holliday, why take by force when I can cheat? Oh my god, where's this stupid freaking workbench? Every time.
Another day at the cannery.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
It'll do. It'll do. Well, Reed, what should we do? Maybe we'll kill you first.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town. Her son got sick with plague a couple years back. The company never gave us enough medication to treat the whole town. So I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child or someone else's. She's never forgiven me. I don't expect she ever will. I'm a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Now he's getting testy.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Have you people ever eaten an actual vegetable?
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Man, I kind of wanted to kill this guy, but you know, he's not entirely bad.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
I could lie.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies inside of the cemetery.
I'll be nice about it.
So, Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I'm as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom. No, I don't expect you to do any such thing. Edgewater is my own responsibility, and you have done quite enough for me already. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Aww.
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
I'll read.
I already told you I'm leaving. Just...
Heard you've been taking down marauders.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they don't care much for me.
Come on now. We did it! I didn't even have to use my gun. Spacer's Choice. Taste the freedom. Oh, what the? Oh. I guess I do come back. Revolvers should have a fast aim time, in my opinion. My learned opinion.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that thing.
Just wanted to check. Make sure I wasn't missing anything.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
You ain't got anything nicer to say to me?
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may.
Does this mean we can
You're
be friends
vexing
again?
me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
That you do. Well, Adelaide, can't say it was fun. But I can say thanks for all your stuff. And get that power regulator, thank you much. Man, that's right, it wasn't worth it.
Adelaide's okay.
Oh, she's fine. And it's time. It is time. do. Okay, now for this. Do I get more? More XP. Base health. No, I don't need that. Fast travel encumbered. Or should I just get more encumbrance? Yeah, let's see what that. Just more worth it, in my opinion. Actually, are we all wrapped up here? Yes, we are. On my way. Alright, I gotta fix that. Man, it's hot in here. Yoink.
Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew.
This is so
I'm
Firefly.
The Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
No, you didn't seem happy.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Goodbye, Pavati. Darling, that's about it for this small town.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Edgewater was on the verge of collapse before you showed up. You talked Miss McDevitt into coming back to town. Maybe one day, Edgewater will have a garden where that cannery once stood. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore. You've done some kindness hereabouts. Yeah, I really do. My whole life's
All right,
been
then.
small. I realized that when you walked into town. I've been seeing the same faces every day, the same sky, the same stars. Then I saw this ship. This gorgeous, stately lady with her eyes turned skyward, and I made up my mind to come along with you.
Come along.
Yes! I mean, thanks.
Come along,
You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I'm the captain.
Firstly, what about Max? I believe it is time to go collect the priest, the shepherd.
You've given me some.
Now, where can I find the vicar?
Your rations yet? Yep.
Our place in the universe.
Don't want to hear it, lady.
A place in the universe.
Don't want to hear it, buddy. You look like a serial killer. Alright, I guess he might be already on our ship. If any of y'all are fans of Firefly, this is the game for you. Ah, there's the vicar.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today? I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it.
We can. Your sarcasm is duly noted and will be reflected on your review. Or sarcasm. That sounds like a great idea.
Can't believe my desperation has led me to you. Well, I just remembered there actually is a list like that. The Groundbreaker has access to it. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
And how is it that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker? There's more to you.
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock.
You ain't no vicar.
Led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
I don't need an explanation.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Okay, Anna.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Insinuating that we are for sure going to have another catastrophic engine failure. What should I break down? All this money's... Ooh, that's a hefty. How about no for now? This one is more affordable. In fact, let's do it again. 96. Great for one shots. And we have power.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
All right.
Communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good. I've been waiting to hear from him.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Get to the point, Phineas.
What you saw in Emerald's Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right.
Very
You need to get to
altruistic.
Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Or I could put a couple of light years between me and Halcyon. And now let's be inquisitive.
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
Yeah.
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, Dr. Gladys Culkelly. Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the hope. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming.
That's a great way to get
By
killed.
the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you. Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram. A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
All right then.
Science, that's how. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Woo! I'm in space! You can't take the sky from me. Oh, look at this. We've got a locker now. Time to start hoarding. Now let's take that. Armor. don't even have enough like companion ability yet. How come I was able to split the other ones?
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen will be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was. I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like you wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Huh.
Because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater. When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening. Real smart folk design the tests. They use these things called algorithms.
I don't believe
They
it.
take into account what fulfills you. If somebody isn't happy in the job they get, it's likely on account of a poor attitude. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up, see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling. There were a whole lot of reading, and not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches.
Sounds like regular school.
As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars. When an engine came in, I'd strip it down and rebuild it. I mostly built for myself. Custom tools, little mechanical critters to talk to. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in...
Oh, whoops.
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed. About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ears so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape. That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Ada, how about you not invite yourself into conversations?
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Good to know, Parvati. Whoa. Never dream. Oh my god, I love the humor to this. Ooh, I'm just raking in the XP now, aren't I? Oh, the preacher with a sawn off. No, I think I'll give you another revolver.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
What? I will leave that to you. Take it right from there. That was a very straightforward description. Morals and maxims of banning unethical literature. Yeesh. Yeah, maybe he is really just all that.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts? Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition. That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them. My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith. A faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
Alright.
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of
I don't want to hear
multitudes
about religious
contained
rhetoric.
Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further out... It's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back.
Actually well written, though. I will take that. Further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Of course. Are you ready to break into security on the Groundbreaker?
That's the plan. What doesn't kill you gives you tetanus.
Crew members who macrowave Saltuna are subject to be jettisoned from the airlock.
Okay, Ada, mind telling me what is that thing doing here?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope? When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative. Traveling the system with you, Captain. Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? Now playing a Spacer's Choice.
It's Spacer's Choice.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song. I wish I was your second derivative, so I could investigate your concavities. As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
So about his orbital
Yes.
lab.
As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most. The outlaw scientist known as Dr. Phineas V. Wells has taken a measure of precautions to make the lab undetectable to those hunting him. Even knowing the location, my systems resist my orders to go where I instruct them. There is a bounty on his head, one with a markedly high reward amount. Shall I engage the laser weapons system? A sensible choice, as we do not have any laser weapons. Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss? We're cleared to dock with the Groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid. The Mardettes take their docking laws quite seriously.
Mardettes.
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Oh, and do it without the lip.
You are more than welcome, Captain. The Groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the Groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more. Many of Halcyon's companies maintain office spaces with stationed representatives in what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid. How can I be of assistance? Goodbye.
Bye, Ada. Whoa. Cause I'm an idiot.
Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch. I don't believe so, Captain. Transmission incoming.
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drop... No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine... You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, come see me. Best of luck.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The Eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in...
Oh my God.
A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in a grand plan?
That was unexpected. Analyzing the subtextual ordering. I believe it was a type of sermon, Captain.
Yeah, no shit. Of course.
I could spend hours reflecting. So, tell me.
Might be tough.
Oh, we can climb. It can't be this easy. Oh!
hope you're ready for a fight, Captain.
Why are you guys just stand there?
All right, I'm on my way. Her body hurt. That's the last of it.
Well now.
Get it up! Get it up!
Oh. Wow. You were full? What the hell were you carrying, buddy?
I don't think I like this place one little bit.
Let's go. Living is overrated anyway. As always, anything you'd like to discuss?
Okay, here we go!
What? Okay then.
You're just that good.
I know I am. I know I am. We're only here to level just a little bit. Okay. can see you didn't fare too well here either, buddy. We are gonna need all that we can get if we're gonna keep on exploring. Which I plan on doing.
On your back, Captain.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Careful, you're hurt. Oh, no.
Oh. Yeah, I'm totally not supposed to be here right now. I wanted to see what I could do. I'm pretty sure.
Now this is a wild wasteland. Danger and adventure surely await us.
So, I think I'm gonna modify a weapon real quick. Make it corrosive first. I mean, honestly, that went about as well as expected.
The stars are the limit.
What should I turn? That one's 87. Not plasma. Was that the only one that I had that was corrosive? Oh my god. I traded it in like an idiot. Oh, that sucks. Did I? Yeah, it's all plasma now. God damn it. Did I? Yeah, it's all plasma now. God damn it. God, I knew I should have just been upgrading these things. Yeah, it's all plasma. God, I knew I should have just been upgrading these things. I can't believe I freaking did that. I got rid of it. how many cycles ago? I can't believe I freaking did that. I got rid of it. How many cycles ago? Okay, we'll keep that one. Let's upgrade a different gun. Oh, I had that one too that I could have used. Okay, we'll keep that one. Let's upgrade a different gun. Oh, I had that one too that I could have used. 5. Alright, once more with feeling.
To return.
Alright, once more with feeling. Alright, once more with feeling.
One piece, Captain.
Oh. Try this. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna go the route they suggested.
Plan, Mr. Vicker.
Let's try this.
Of course. The cosmos is generated
This isn't
and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh,
truth.
Right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it. Not a peep from me.
You won't get any mercy from me.
Okay, that should be enough to distract. There we are. Whoa! Oh! Plasma doesn't work. Okay. Good to know. Yoink, yoink. Oh, he'll live. Learn how to kill it. Oh, nothing. Ooh. Get up. Now what is this stuff? Thank you. Maybe corrosive, if I can find it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm playing on PC right now. I wasn't really planning on getting on the other platforms because I wanted to be able to play it with mods when they eventually release them. It's all plasma. I had corrosive and I totally got rid of it like an idiot. And I'm pretty sure that would have been super handy here. Oh, yeah. Fuck that. I heard that the PS4 version is pretty decent. Hey man, if you're a fan of, I mean, I know you're a fan of Fallout. Definitely this game just exudes Fallout. Like the original ones and New Vegas. I'm hearing more of them.
This town must have looked mighty grand when it was built.
I would have liked to see this place before it was all boarded up. It lit up the night.
Everything here is dead. Oh, there she is. Okay. Once more with feeling. Is in a very bad mood.
Wi-Fi isn't working.
Cripply. Oh, what? Woo! Thanks for that observation, buddy.
No can do.
Sorry, I can't.
Careful, you're hurt.
I've got this.
Oh. Damn. Yeah, Bethesda's gone. No more. I mean, Fallout 76 was a complete disaster. You know, and it's funny, I haven't really played it, so people are like, oh, but how can you judge? It's like, you can watch streams these days. It's like, you don't need to play the game anymore. It's just so blah and bland and all the bugs and stuff. Obsidian is where it's at. Okay, I got it down to enough health that time. So, quietly now.
Oh, good. A fight.
Oh, god damn it. I got stuck.
Careful, you're hurt.
Cripple first.
This isn't working.
Take cover.
Armor's too strong.
What is that? Whoa. Blind you. Oh, Jesus. I do like the dodge ability. I just wish... Yeah! Oh man, I never got into Destiny. Heard it can be fun. I killed you! Ugh. You ain't got no head. What were those other swarms that I took down? It's kind of cool. Oh look, and it's another one. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Something tells me. Oh, I don't know. Oh, those were its walls. How long dead were each of these guys? Oh! God, those swarms are crazy. Oh! Thanks for watching my back there, buddy. Oh my god. Okay, I think I gotta tweak those guys. Totally getting my butt kicked. Alright. You guys plan on watching my back like you say you do? did not forget about you. Woo! Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. It was worth it coming here just for that alone. I wonder what this purple berry is. Watch, it's gonna be something funny, because it's never what it seems so far. They were all like, salt tuna is supposed to be like some kind of tuna, and they were just putting anything in the can. Body attributes, okay. And that's gonna be for sale. Liquor. Lemon schlet. Okay, alright, okay. Let me save first before going. Alright. Doc Holiday build. Definitely with that. Gotta get his medical up a bit more. And unlock. And then once I finish unlocking their specials, which I think I just did. What should I put the extra one into? C and V. Alright, so what are your companion skills? And you, good sir, trick shot. Guess I'm supposed to have more of that eventually. Nanospank. Suck it, chew it, you can do it. I swear to God, the item descriptions of this game alone are worth it. Triplicale pasta pack. prep. Huh. Oh, they got left behind. Night. Yo, we should game. We should do a Smash night again eventually. We'll make it happen. Take care, man.
I hope Edgewater don't end up like this.
Never had much of a sweet tooth myself. Indulgences like Rizzo's were frowned upon in my household.
I think I'm going to grab something to drink.
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicar? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicar. Don't worry. The captain and I will take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
This cat, yeah.
Why was I built to feel ennui?
at that snazzy outfit. Just gonna go grab something to eat.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Good job, Ada.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind? Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning. The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked
You are
once.
something
Alex
else.
did not build me, and would not say who did.
I guess we'll find out more about that later.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folk.
Yes, you caught me ruminating. What's it? I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's... What about you? And how did he do that? Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now? That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you? Fair enough.
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
What is this? Ew. Yeah. Was ransacking this dude's place. Right in front of him. These look familiar. Something tells me you ain't been completely honest with me. Well, it's a good thing I can hack. thanks for the pocket watch. Where'd the pocket watch go? Melted pig.